there was another challenge that was issued.
Milk crate.
Damon Wayans.
The milk crates.
No. I'd love to talk about that, but not right now. Damon Wayans challenged Dave Chappelle to a versus.
Right.
Who wins and why?
It goes by this. If they're talking about stand-up sets, I'm gonna have to hands down, outright give it to the GOAT Chappelle. Outright. I'm gonna give it to him. If we're talking in living color
Sketches
versus the Chappelle show, Damon Wayans has a very good chance of walking out of this fight.
We have a fight.
It's a very good chance.
I agree.
I mean, I love Big B. Dave did some classic shit, but I will not ever take anything away from Damon Wayans in Living Color. He had those characters are immortalized. All of them. Not one of them. Not all of them.
Imagine if they went bum for
the
bum.
headless all.
So
like Tyrone Biggins versus
bum fights.
So sketch-wise,
you
got Damon.
I do have Damon as a sketch-wise. But
stand-up-wise,
you gotta remember that as far as sketch-wise, you're not just talking about Damon Wayans, you're talking about the entire Wayans family.
That's not, you can't bring them in.
You can't come
You can because
bring them
Keenan
in.
is the producer. Sean is on the show. Marlon Danson, or one of them niggas S1.
But I think we already, in the conversation outside, we established this. Either you're going to do Chappelle show as a show versus Living Color as a show,
right?
Or you're going to do Damon Wayans versus Chappelle, which if you do that, then you have to do their characters.
Yeah. Right.
But Damon, I mean, that's really not fair. As Chappelle
Damon didn't call out the show. He called out Chappelle.
I mean, we don't know the context in what he said.
You can see the quote. He didn't say, "Yo, my show. I put in Living Color up against the Chappelle show." He said, "No, Damon Wayans, like I would challenge Dave Chappelle to a
I've heard a
versus."
lot of people say that, and I'm gonna say this hands down. I ran around. I've seen a lot of comedy. I live a lot of comedy. Dave is a motherfucking go to this right now. Y'all, there's nothing y'all can take from him.
Right.
Y'all can try. And I'm gonna wish y'all the best. I'm gonna clap in the crowd and everything when you funny.
Hey, I got Dave, man. Either way, I got Dave.
It's a body. I see Dave is taking me as a nigga. I don't watch comedy to go ha ha ha. I be watching like, that was really good. That shit fire. Premise, setup, punchline. Dave is taking me down the rabbit hole at the end. I'm like, this nigga got me too in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
that nigga will listen. Hands down, I'm giving it to Chappelle. And I've watched, it's not a lot of comedians that can do what Dave does on the level that he does it with his consistency. None of them. It's not none of them. None of them. I love Cat. And I don't care who beefing with who. I watch more with the same love of comedy in my heart.
But what's the possibility of using the verses for comedy?
You would have. I mean,
I think it could be done, but I think it doesn't need to be the verses. It needs to be something else that's based on the verses and inspired by the verses.
But I think when people see that V and that S,
it's time.
And two names, it heightens that whole situation 1,000-fold. Cause now it's like, pick a side.
Right.
This is gonna be competitive. Who's gonna, it just has so much, it draws so much more interest on it. And I love it, again, because every time a rapper does a versus, it just brings them closer to battle rap. And I love that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to do one.
Yeah.
If it is common, I think that would be incredible.
I thought you were talking about stand on the main stage. I mean, yo, let's aim for I want to see Quad versus
Is that something you would ever do?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Sit down. Sit in the chair, sir. Don't where you go? Go back over here. Don't get him.
Wait. Are you talking hold on. You talking about verses?
Battle rap.
You talking about battle rap? That's not.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's not.
You
misheard it.
You battle. Nah, I know.
It was almost there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. I think the excitement made him draw back. Like,
you didn't start out in Washington Square Park. Go head to head.
No, let's talk about it.
Here we go.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
As far as what battle rap was
then
in Washington Square Park,
right.
I love Harlem.
Yeah,
like I told you.
Gotta love it.
what battle rap has become.
Right.
The type of battle rap I was doing in Washington Square Park, it was largely friendly. That malice you're talking about wasn't none of that.
Wasn't none of that.
Wasn't none of that. And it was competitive. There were stars in the scene, but we were all in it together.
Right.
And it was like we were challenging each other to get better.
Right.
You know, and I attribute my time in Washington Square Park with Supernatural and LaQuantum Leap.
Right.
And Jean Grey and you know what I'm saying, and all these people.
Legends.
To who I am as an MC. Me being in that stew, that creative stew, pushed me. But as far as where it went,
as competition.
Wait, no.
I've never had to battle.
I'm gonna ask
in my career. I've never had to battle on a level of where of like, no, it might be a problem or be an issue or I gotta research a nigga. None of that type of shit.
Wait, hold on, Matt. Does it have to be hostile to be a battle rapper?
No.
Can he go
No, it doesn't.
And bar him to death?
No, it doesn't.
No.
Well, there's actually a battle coming up between Saigon and Vado.
And Vado, right? I heard this.
And from my understanding, it's more of a 16 for 16.
Lyricists.
But I want people to be very clear.
It's not battle.
The same thing that you was doing in that park. The first person who had malice, or you showed up with a little bit of malice, took that battle.
I understand.
So for even this Saigon Vado situation, should somebody decide, oh no, I'm about to get personal, it's gonna be a landslide.
I understand what you're saying. Right. And so, yeah, so for me, I've never been in a space where hip hop doesn't bother me. Like you could not like me as a rapper. I don't give a fuck. You can think I'm whack. I don't care. If I have had a problem with a rapper, it was because of a social justice issue, or you talked about my family or something like that. Never because you don't like my raps.
Personal, not artistic.
Right. Yeah, I don't care about that shit.
Right.
We gonna get him in this ring, y'all. That's all. We got. Matter of fact, comedians versus battle rappers is we're gonna do first.
Are we still talking about this?
Legends versus legends. We're gonna do that too.
Jay Farrell actually, he wanted to do that.
Jay Farrell said he wouldn't.
I think to your question, listen, I'm very confident in my skill level. I know I could at least be competitive, whether in the battle rap space, whether or not I win over somebody who's tried and tested.
Cassidy, would you?
I know I could be competitive.
Right.
I thought you was I know I could kill that nigga.
Because it sounded like
that's what I heard in my head right now.
Once he said like that,
I know I could beat this nigga.
That's what it sounded like. I know I could beat.
That's all I heard.
We're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it. No,
I don't know what it sounds like to y'all. That's all I heard.
Cut it on. I know I could beat. The gunshot right there.
I know, but this caveat. I know I could be competitive if I put in the time.
Bomb.
Right.
If I know my skill level, I know where I'm at with the pen. If my focus and time was
getting one of you niggas out of here.
I need to focus on
zone in.
Yeah.
You got a couple months to go
I
over it.
I would need that because I'm not.
Right.
It's a muscle.
All that
I would
means
not
is-
step into that ring and not know.
That's disrespectful.
Smack.
That'd be disrespectful.
We have a policy at Javoti Media. It's called CTC. Cut the check, nigga.
Cut the check.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the